Yes, welcome back to the Sports Show. Time to turn our attention to the Southern Footy League. Of course, the Predators always. Craig Warman joins us. The season kicked off, mate. Sometimes there's a bit of trepidation when the season's about to kick off. How was the kick-off?
Oh, mate, it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic round of footy, as indicated by the scores. We'll go through them shortly, but just to get the game up and running after all of the COVID stuff last year and whatever, set for a full season. Everyone's out there. Everyone's enjoyed it. It was fantastic.
Mate, it looks like it. We'll go through the scores in just a sec, but they're close. They're explosive. Teams have recruited really well. It looks like it's going to be a heck of a season off the back of last year.
We were certainly hoping that that is the case. But look, and the pleasing thing is, the reporting I get back is that all grounds had really good numbers of spectators.
Yeah, people there.
All right, let's talk about Aldinga and Cove, mate. That was the tribe match of the round.
Tribe
Cove
match.
had them till half-time. Looked like they might run out with it, but ran out of gas. Aldinga got them by 15 in the end.
Yeah, and it was a fantastic game. Pretty close all day. As you say, Cove in front at half-time.
And pretty well in front.
And played really, really good footy. But, of course, we know the situation with the coach. A little bit underdone and got overrun, so especially with Aldinga kicking with the breeze in the third quarter. That's where they set it up and were able to hold on in the last quarter. So
is he in trouble, the Cove coach?
No, he's only just got there.
Oh, all right, I'm just asking.
He's looking for a job.
One game. One game.
Hey, mate, you're saying that, though.
Been there, done that.
Aldinga did have a gun recruit, mate. Timmy Sumner boots 6 out of their 10s. Not a bad one to get in early.
Yeah, no, brother of the coach Byron. Fantastic. And, you can certainly see why he was picked up on an AFL list.
All right.
Some great games. There were some terrific games.
Mate, Noarlunga, of course, they had, pretty close to the next. There's one game I want to get to. Christie's Beach, mate. They got them in the end. Noarlunga, I don't think it was a surprise, though, was it?
No, Noarlunga have always been thereabouts. It was close, a lot closer earlier. Christie's in front at half-time in that game, but Noarlunga just a little bit too experienced for the younger Christie's team. Again, 26 points in today's footy is not much.
It's not a lot.
This is the one that was a ripper, mate. I don't think most people saw this one coming. Flagstaff Hill up against Morfett Vale finishes up being a 7-point game to Flaggies. Now, start of this season, most people thought this won't be a blowout. So Morphies have recruited really well.
They have. They've got, and they've got. When I say they've recruited well, yeah, they have, but they've recruited experience. And up against Flagstaff Hill, two blokes like Dennis Silgerson, who was coaching at Macclesfield, he's back playing. Aidan Baker from South Adelaide, centre half forward, so he's fitted in really well. They've got Stephen Byrne back from overseas. He had 18 months overseas. Really good player in the middle, so they're looking all right.
So, where was that game played?
At Flagstaff Hill.
At Flagstaff, so even better for the other boys. Now, is Mob?
Ranella, mate, we were on fire over Port Noarlunga.
The Whinies?
In fairness to me, though, the great man, we are sitting on top. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the great man last week did predict that they could be the sleepers this year.
Well, round one.
Big improvement.
Only round one, mate.
Mate, you're only as good as your last game, and we're sitting on top. We're happy, Ranella. We're happy at Ranella. We're surprised, mate. 57-point win's big.
It's a big win.
It is a big win.
Against Port Noarlunga too, because they're pretty good.
Yeah, they have been, but I've lost a few players. But as I said, keep your eye on the old Wineflies, because they've got a lot of young kids that are now coming into their second and maybe third year of footy.
Yeah. They
got that 30, 40 games experience, and that's when you really see the kids start to develop into good senior footballers. And they did it well.
All right, let's have a look at round two, mate. So Christie's Beach, they came in off a loss. Aldinga off the win. It's at Christie's Beach.
Oh well, the way Aldinga played, they were really, really good. Christie's would want to be on the metal. And as I say, they need to put someone on Timmy Sumner.
To put two on him.
Well, to see if they can counteract his ability. But you tip the Saints at home just.
So the next one is the interesting one for me, because Happy Valley had the bye first up. They take Cove on at Cobra Park.
At Cobra Park, yeah.
And that's a bit of that's torn between two lovers here a little bit, but that's a good game as well.
It is a good game. It is a good game. Cove will be better for the run last week. As we say, haven't seen Happy Valley yet. But word around the traps is they've recruited reasonably well as well. So on the back of last year, let's see how they progress.
Yeah, and like you say with Cove, new coach.
Yep.
Came in really late. So their preparation wouldn't have been the best. So that wasn't really that bad a result down at Aldinga, that for them.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
All right, this is probably the match of the round, mate. Norlunga up against Ranella. We get a chance to see where the Wineflies are really at.
Yeah, exactly right.
Norlunga too.
Norlunga at home, always hard to beat down at the old Horseshoe. But yeah, look, I'll stick my neck out. I reckon Ranella get them here at home at Norlunga. They play the big ground really well because Ranella's no small ground either. They might just get them in the last quarter with a little bit of run.
Now, Port Noarlunga Flagstaff Field, Port Noarlunga belted by 57 or whatever. And
it doesn't get any easier.
Doesn't look good, although it is at...
It is at Port Noarlunga, so they'll be expecting a reasonable sort of crowd there, first home game for them for the season. But it doesn't get any easier for Porties.
Yeah.
Flaggy
should win that.
Flaggy should win that one.
Mate, any surprises from round one for you? Any players that you went, other than Timmy we've talked about, that stood out and you went, wow, this kid's going to be a beauty over the course of the season?
Mate, looking through the team lists and whatever, most of the big recruits actually kicked the season off pretty well. So it looks to be, as I say, a really exciting...
A tight season.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It does.
All right, you need to get out there, support the Southern Footy League. It is going to be an absolute belter of a season for the Southern Footy League. Stay with us. Chad Sayers, not too far away.